Most homemade ice cream recipes require heavy cream or condensed milk, but today's recipe doesn't. Instead, we'll use a simple technique that creates an unbelievably smooth, creamy, and rich ice cream using only everyday ingredients. Let me show you how to make it. First, prepare 5 fresh chicken eggs. Crack each egg into a bowl. For this recipe, it's best to use chicken eggs rather than duck eggs. Chicken egg yolks have a milder aroma, a balanced richness, and a less pronounced flavor, allowing the finished ice cream to taste lighter, smoother, and more delicate, without an overly strong eggy taste. Then carefully separate the egg whites from the yolks. Once separated, use a whisk to gently beat the yolks. There's no need to whip them vigorously. Simply stir until the yolks become smooth and evenly combined. This step helps the remaining ingredients blend more easily and gives the finished ice cream a silky texture. Next, add 100 grams of sugar. Whisk until the sugar is well incorporated into the yolks. Besides adding sweetness, the sugar also helps soften the yolks and reduces the chance of them curdling when heated. Then add 20 to 30 grams of whole milk powder. This is one of the secrets to giving the ice cream its rich, creamy flavor. Whole milk powder adds extra milk fat, creating a fuller dairy aroma and a smoother, creamier texture. Next, gradually pour in 500 milliliters of unsweetened fresh milk. Don't add all the milk at once. Instead, pour it in several additions, stirring gently each time so the yolks gradually blend with the milk. This method keeps the mixture smooth and helps prevent the yolks from separating or forming small lumps. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. Once the first portion of milk has been fully incorporated, add the remaining milk and continue stirring until the mixture becomes uniform with a pale golden color. Now place the saucepan over low heat. While heating, continuously stir the bottom of the pan. This is a very important step because egg yolks are extremely sensitive to heat. If left unstirred, the yolks can settle on the bottom, cook too quickly, burn, and affect the flavor of the ice cream. If you have a thermometer, check the temperature from time to time. When the mixture reaches about 80 to 82 degrees Celsius, 176 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll notice steam beginning to rise, and the mixture will start to thicken slightly. At this point, immediately remove it from the heat. Do not allow the mixture to become too hot. Once the temperature gets too high, the proteins in the egg yolks coagulate rapidly, causing the custard to curdle and lose its silky smooth texture. After removing it from the heat, strain the mixture through a fine mesh sieve. Although this is a simple step, it makes a remarkable difference. It removes any tiny bits of cooked egg or undissolved particles, resulting in an exceptionally smooth, silky custard base. Once strained, give the mixture one final gentle stir. Finally, cover the surface of the custard directly with a clean plastic bag or plastic wrap. This prevents a skin from forming as the custard cools, keeping the surface perfectly smooth and preventing it from drying out. Allow the mixture to cool completely to room temperature before moving on to the next step. Now we'll move on to the most important step, the one that determines the ice cream's smooth, creamy texture and its light, airy consistency: the egg whites. First, add 70 grams of sugar to the separated egg whites, but don't start whipping them just yet. There's one small step that will make the egg whites much more stable. Prepare a saucepan with a small amount of water, just enough so that when you place the bowl over the pan, the bottom of the bowl does not touch the water. This is known as the double boiler method. Place the bowl over the saucepan and heat it over medium heat. While the mixture is warming, stir continuously so the sugar dissolves completely into the egg whites. When the mixture reaches about 50 to 55 degrees Celsius, 122 to 131 degrees Fahrenheit, the sugar crystals will have completely dissolved and blended thoroughly with the proteins in the egg whites. You can easily check whether the sugar has fully dissolved. Place a small amount of the mixture on your index finger, then gently rub it between 2 fingertips. If it feels completely smooth, with no tiny sugar crystals, the sugar has fully dissolved. If it still feels slightly grainy, continue stirring for another 30 to 60 seconds. This gentle warming step may take a little extra time, but it creates a meringue that is exceptionally smooth, glossy, and much more stable. It's also a technique commonly used in recipes that require a strong, long-lasting meringue. Once the sugar has completely dissolved, it's time to whip the egg whites. If you have an electric hand mixer or stand mixer, you can use it as usual. But if you don't worry. You can still make a perfect meringue using a blender. Simply pour the entire egg white mixture into the blender. Next, add 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. Don't underestimate this small amount of lemon juice. It plays a very important role. The citric acid in the lemon juice lowers the pH of the egg whites, allowing the proteins to bond together more effectively. As a result, the air bubbles become much more stable, producing a meringue that is smooth, firm, and far less likely to collapse. In addition, the lemon juice helps neutralize the natural eggy smell of the egg whites, giving the finished frozen dessert a cleaner, more pleasant flavor. Turn on the blender and blend for a few minutes. You'll see the egg whites gradually transform. Finally, they'll develop into a beautiful, glossy meringue with an impressively stable structure. It's truly amazing. In just a few minutes, you'll have a cloud-like meringue that's incredibly smooth, with stiff peaks that hold their shape beautifully. Next, add the whipped egg whites to the egg yolk and milk mixture you prepared earlier. Don't add all of the meringue at once. Instead, fold it in 2 additions. For the first addition, gently fold in half of the meringue to lighten the egg yolk mixture. This makes it much easier for the 2 mixtures to blend together smoothly. Then add the remaining meringue. Using a spatula or whisk, gently fold the mixture by lifting it from the bottom and folding it over the top. Avoid stirring vigorously in circular motions. Doing so will break the precious air bubbles trapped inside the meringue, causing the ice cream to lose its light, airy texture after freezing. Once everything is fully incorporated, you'll have a pale golden mixture that is silky smooth, incredibly light, and full of tiny air bubbles. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Finally, cover the surface of the mixture directly with plastic wrap. This helps prevent moisture from forming ice crystals on the surface while freezing and keeps the ice cream smooth and creamy throughout. Place the mixture in the freezer for at least 5 hours. After the waiting is over, let's see the result. When you take it out of the freezer, the surface will be completely frozen, yet still beautifully smooth, with very few ice crystals. Use a spoon to gently scoop out a portion. Just look at that soft, creamy, pale golden ice cream slowly yielding to the spoon. It looks absolutely irresistible. Transfer it to a serving bowl and enjoy. Every spoonful delivers the rich creaminess of milk, a gentle sweetness from the sugar, and a uniquely light, airy texture created by the whipped egg whites. With just a few everyday ingredients and the right techniques for controlling the temperature and whipping the egg whites, you can make ice cream that's incredibly smooth and creamy, just like something from a professional pastry shop, right in your own kitchen. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.